Breaking news, Nagaland today. The visit of Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to Nagaland has been confirmed from August 22 to 24 for Nagaland CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility, and Investment Conclave 2022 in Kohima. Addressing a press conference on August 18 at Capital Convention Centre, the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, IDAN Chief Executive Officer Lemtemshi Jamir said that the Finance Minister will also be visiting Morn during her visit to Nagaland. She is also expected to dedicate Axis Bank there. She will meet the business community and women entrepreneurs, Jamir said. He said that more than 100 corporates and investors from various parts of the country have confirmed their participation in the conclave and expected to extend CSR funding up to 160 crore rupees in Nagaland. The conclave is open to NGOs of the state which have fulfilled the requirements of being registered under corporate law and has been functioning for 2 to 3 years implementing CSR projects. He said that IDAN has opened the door and the conclave will not be an end for future CSR projects, but it is only a beginning. The inaugural program will take place at NBCC Convention Centre, Kohima on August 22 at 4 p.m. Bankers' meeting has been scheduled on August 23 at Capital Cultural Hall, Kohima from 10 a.m. Investors' meet will take place at the IT Directorate on August 24. The conclave will be held under the theme, Partnerships for Strengthening Sustainable Development. On July 3 last, the state government had postponed a 3-day conclave at Kohima that was scheduled from July 4, after Sitharaman, who was supposed to attend, had rescheduled her visit.
Today we have called for this meeting once again to inform you about the impending visit of the Union Finance Minister. It was aborted last time, as you know, at the last minute, and we couldn't do anything about it, and she has now refixed the date to 22nd August to 24th. 22nd she comes, then inaugurates the CSR Conclave, and 23rd she has a series of meetings, and 24th she goes down and meets again the business community of Nagaland and women entrepreneurs, visits to production center, then she goes away. So she's given us almost 3 days. So that is not a very small thing, and we should be very grateful that the Union Minister is willing to spend so many days in Nagaland. The concept of the whole program is there are 3 basic events that she's planning to attend. One is the CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility. The second is the bankers meet, and the third is the investors meet. So these 3 areas are these are the 3 areas where she's going to emphasize and pay attention. And we are also hoping that she will be able to make it to Mon. She wants to visit Mon. She is dead set on going to Mon, maybe to see some of the remote areas of Nagaland, and we'll be happy if she goes there. She'll be dedicating some Axis Bank, which will be starting functioning there, and she will come, and then the Chief Minister and his hospitality, you all know, will be giving some cultural shows. So these are the fundamental programs that she is going to attend. Now, why the CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility? You see, I think I have explained this to you earlier, no? The whole world of corporate, the development process is changing, and then the things are moving on with the private sector. And India has already made a law, and then we have to access. Nagaland has not been accessing this, and the things I think I've explained to you last time. Now the other one message which I would like to request the press to kindly carry. There is some kind of talk or misgivings going on in the minds of the people that these government functions are stage managed. It is only meant to benefit a few beneficiaries selected, and then that there would be no place for people. Now, kindly try to dispel that feeling, because as far as the CSR activities are concerned, we are open to all. Number one. Number two, this is an open field in which we are giving chance, but this is only the beginning. You see, Nagaland, Naga people who have not been able to access it, we got about 24,000 crores of CSI money available to the corporates, out of which Nagaland has been able to access only 0.006. Now, this is a combination of both policies at the government level and also the people's own mentality. So we just want to open the door, and this door which we are trying to open, this is just the beginning. The CSR activities is not going to come to an end with this. Kindly try to convey the message. We're just opening the door. Anybody, any NGO, any CSOs can apply for the CSR, and we're just showing the door to be opened. Of course, there are some ruling that any NGO, anybody who is supposed to apply and supposed to qualify for this requires to be registered under CSR 1 under the law. So under CSR 1, they have to be registered, and then they have to be functioning for 2-3 years. Those kind of things are there, for which the IDAN is willing to. We also registered CSR body, IDAN. So we'll be helping the NGOs to access. So anybody from anywhere, and you may be already knowing, we have been working this through the commissioner and the deputy commissioners. And we have spread the message far and wide, and asking the deputy commissioners to identify NGOs and other people to apply for the CSR, in any kind of form that they want. So kindly, try to dispel the incorrect view that this is stage managed and meant for only a few people. So that is one thing which is important to be dispensed with, to declare before the people. And the second aspect is the banking. Banking is, the banks are now already here, they are becoming active, but still the banking culture has not yet been initiated or started among the people. Only in the last few years, with the start of ATMs and other things, how to draw, people are learning how to draw the money and all from the accounts. But over and above that, the aspect of taking loans or benefiting their lives through the bank facilities which are available is not much utilized by the people of Nagaland. So within the CSR, we are asking Boeing, the Boeing group of the thing, to help us to set up a center for outreach, financial outreach, COFU, and that is already started here in Nagaland. That is to do nothing but to help the people to link up with the banks, to write their project reports, to take them to the banks, and then to let the link up start. And it is not only, it's starting with IDAN, but we have planned it for all entire 16 districts. And we want to rope in any other NGO, any other CSOs wanting to join in this venture, to let the people get to know the banks. So in that respect, maybe they're really premature to announce, but say there's a small finance banking thing, they have committed to about 160 crores, 10 crores per district. Then the big thing is that the State Bank of India, they are going to keep earmarked 500 crores. If only there are people with proper project reports and all that to be able to approach them and then take the loan to the banks. So this is the kind of a banking culture that we would like to start initiating in the state. And then the investment issues. Last time I think I mentioned that the investment in Nagaland has not been forthcoming because of our Article 3. We talk about Article 371A and all this, the land, and these are the things by which we have stopped people from coming to invest in Nagaland. Then we have got the skilled laborers, that is also an issue. And then the law and order, the things brought by the undergrounds and all the political workers are an issue which stops investment in Nagaland. So whereas other states have gone far ahead, Manipur, neighboring states, Meghalaya, you see all the investment in Bernihat, in Mizoram was starting, Arunachal was starting, Nagaland, the outside investment is not there. So this investment is something which we have to actively attend and build up. So in this taking the advantage of the CSR conference, we are having this investors seminar where we are bringing the corporates heads and then the likely people who are wanting investment and help to link up together. So you kindly understand the CSR, which is like a free grant, is different from investment. Investment is to be made with the people who are working to set up our own industry, and then whether people can come and invest. So this investment is something which we have to build up, and then we request the press to kindly help people to think clearly about investment, and then identify where investments are possible. And from the government side, we have been stressing on building up entrepreneurship, so that we have our own homegrown entrepreneurs in Nagaland who will be able to attract investments to partner with the companies from outside. So we have this EMPRITEC, which is a United Nations program that is taking up our so this is also a CSR program funded by CIDP. Then we have got the Women Entrepreneurs Network, I think you've read in the papers, through the GIZ, and then we are trying to link them up with the banks and all that kind of things. And then we have this export-import facilitation unit tied up with the IIFT, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. They are teaching our boys and girls how to go through the process of exporting and importing. And through these entrepreneurs, we hope that the investors would come to invest in the state. So these are the basic conception which is lined out, and we are explaining it to you. And my other colleagues, Mr. John Milcom, he is advisor to the Chief Minister, and Mr. Kavasalam, who is the former TC Mon, and you've already written a lot about all the initiatives taken by him and Mon to the CSR programs, and we have very welcome another very IAS officer working with IDA now, and then there are the other questions which is any further questions that you want to ask. Thank you.
That is something that will be ongoing for many, many years to come. So what they'll be essentially looking at is the way we go ahead and implement all the proposals that we finalize. And the better we do, the more foundations, organizations, and funding agencies we want to track going forward. So just a start. Lots of work. Most people eventually will have to happen after the conclave, and then the way we sort of implement it is going to attract more people going forward.
The last minute, are you positive of the responses this time of investors, having interest to come back to the state?
Yeah. Already, in fact, you're receiving with the CIA, the corporate, Confederation of Indian Industry. They have given us a list of about 50 corporate heads and another about 10 more they want to add. Over and above that, we have got responses from a number of companies who are going to come in. And the outcome of the precursor meeting that we had, that one, it will take a long time to explain, but we have Boeings, we've got this nursing college going, maybe Mr. Wilfred, huh? Yeah. So, a lot of things have happened, and a lot of money is flowing in already. So, we expect much more, Mr.
Let me supplement that a little bit. The last conclave, of course, was postponed, but then that doesn't mean it was the total washout. we had since the postponement was in the last stage, we still had visitors of about 140 people representing various companies. And the takeaways and the fallouts of even that short interactive listening session was also huge. And many of the projects that have been finalized at that point in time, or maybe subsequently or prior to that, we'll be announcing it on the 22nd. Many of them. Many are still in the pipeline. But I would like to say that even if it was postponed, it was not that things did not happen. There's a lot of takeaways coming from that postponed conclave. And in fact, we're very excited that the second chapter of the conclave is going to happen again. And as mentioned by our CEO here, companies who had come also wants to come again, and many new companies were also showing interest in wanting to come again. And in fact, we were quite complimented this morning because they said like the last conclave was the way it was organized and the way things were kept ready for our visitors. This is from the ears, not of the visitors. They said it was just so professionally done that we want to come back. So we are excited. We are hoping that there will be a lot of takeaways, a lot of fallouts. Cascading effect in terms of this conclave is mentioned by our CEO. This is only the beginning. Things will continue to happen, maybe even at the international level in the coming days.
Or CSOs can act as CSR implementing agencies. So just to highlight for the benefit of everyone, through the CSR Conclave and in the continuous process of building capacity building, what we are looking at is empowering the NGOs and CSOs to directly interact, negotiate with the companies and bring in funds at their own strength to the ground to bring in a change. So as part of this conclave, there is one capacity building center established here at Kohima under IDA's umbrella for helping NGOs and organizations to build their strength. This is supported by CIA, and other companies also have agreed to provide training and coaching for tribal leadership building for this particular purpose. And to respond regarding some queries regarding which all NGOs are eligible at this point for receiving CSR funds. So in 2021 March, there was one notification from Ministry of Corporate Affairs where it is clearly mentioned which all entities are eligible for CSR contributions or receiving CSR contribution or as a CSR implementing agency. So the entities as of now need to have ATG registration and CSR1 registration and minimum 3 years of track record. So it is the part of the companies which are giving the funds to Nagaland to identify such NGOs and award the funds to NGOs. By default, all the DCs can act as per the rule as CSR implementing agencies. So DC is one entity in the district who can act as an umbrella entity. But any other NGO who is having an established track record of 3 years can register with Ministry of Corporate Affairs and will be eligible to get the funds from various CSR funds. Towards this part, because most of the companies were asking one question: who all are the entities available in Nagaland who can take up the projects? Because we are all from faraway places, we don't know who will be implementing. So to support this part, we have been repeatedly writing to the deputy commissioners to give the details of NGOs who have proven track record in their district. Based on the information they have given, we have come up with a booklet which will be circulated to all the companies who are visiting here. This will be published in the website also. So this details about NGOs who are working in Nagaland, when they are established, whether they have ATG registration and CSR1 registration, total number of human resources each of these NGOs are having, core areas of competency, whether it is livelihood, whether it is health, whether it is any other field, that is also documented. Then total number of projects undertaken till this date. And one of the other conditions most of the companies are looking forward is the audited records for the last 3 years. So all these details are compiled for the benefit of the companies, and some of the activities are also documented in photo and in writing for the companies to verify. So currently we are acting as a facilitator to hand this to the companies, saying that see, these are the entities available. you can have the liberty to choose whoever you want the project with. So currently we are not in a position to say that you do with this person or do with that person. That kind of a judgment is not made from the side of IDAC. And by default, we are helping all the deputy commissioners to avail projects through this and other prominent departments like health, education, higher and technical education, skill development, startup mission, to ensure that their priority projects, which are innovative in nature but are not able to be taken forward due to shortage of funds. So wherever possible, we are helping the respective departments also to get the projects from the CSR donors. Basically,